Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Season 2 of the Football Podcast. Today, we are joined by Newcastle Jets youngster and under-23 Australian rep Lucas Mauragis. Lucas has made 13 appearances for the Jets and was a player to watch last season. We are now joined by Lucas Mauragis. Lucas, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Harry. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Let's start about life as a kid for you. Growing up, was it always football for you growing up, or were there any other sports you were into?
It was all mainly football. I grew up in a family who loved to ski, so we would often spend Saturdays skiing and Sundays playing football. So I didn't get a lot of time to play sports outside of that. But there was a time where it came where I had to choose one of the two, and yeah, I chose football.
Do you have a particular idol you idolized as a kid?
Um, Not necessarily. I used to like to play my own style of football. I think that I used to like watching the Socceroos back when I was a kid, and plays like that I grew up watching.
Were you always a left back growing up?
No, I grew up actually as a striker. I was started off as a number 9. I used to win a few golden boots back in my younger days, and then I got drifted out to the left wing, and then from left wing I got drifted out to left back.
Now let's go moving on to Newcastle Jets. How did the move to Newcastle come about for you to sign for the Jets?
So it came when I was playing in Canberra, and an opportunity arose to trial with the Newcastle Jets youth team. So I trialed there for 2 weeks. I managed to get a youth contract, and I was playing and training with the Newcastle Jets youth team for a few months until I started progressing into the senior team, and and then they offered me a contract.
You made your debut for the Jets against Mariners in the 2019-20 season. Talk about that moment for you and your family.
Yeah, it was a very special moment because me and also my family, we've made a lot of sacrifices to get where I am. So it was a very special feeling to get that opportunity on the pitch.
What differences have you noticed between last year's preseason compared to this season's preseason under Arthur Papas?
Yes, it's been a lot more demanding. I really like Arthur Papas as a coach. He expects a lot out of the players, and it was a very tough preseason with a lot of double sessions a day and a lot of physical and demanding running.
If you were playing an away game and you had to room with 2 teammates, which teammates wouldn't you choose and why?
Um, I probably wouldn't choose um, maybe, let's see, maybe Becca, um, and maybe Ellie, the bar.
You scored your first goal against the Mariners late last season. Describe that feeling when the ball hit the back of the net.
Yeah, that was an unreal moment, especially against our rivals, Central Coast Mariners. There was no better scenario to score a goal like that, especially as the moment for me as I came back into the starting squad, and it was my opportunity to make something of myself. And yeah, it was a really good moment to score a goal.
Moving on to the Australia under-23s, you got the call up to go into camp with Oularou's under-23s. Talk about that experience for you.
Yeah, it was an awesome experience to play alongside the best players in Australia that are my age, and to see the talent was really cool. Um, yeah, and when we played against teams overseas, it was awesome to see and experience the talent over there.
Away from an home game, do you have a particular favorite away day ground?
Um, I think when we played Mariners away, I got a lot of good memories playing there because I made my debut against the Mariners and I also scored my first goal for the Mariners. So I have some good memories there. And yeah.
Away from football, what other hobbies do you have?
I like to go to the beach with my friends. I like to play a bit of golf and like to do a bit of reading to take my mind off the hard work from football.
Who's the best player you've ever come up against?
Um, I'd say I remember playing against Hulk in a little in-house friendly game against Shanghai, maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, and he was he was awesome to play against. Very strong, and he was big.
I'm going to give you, to finish off, 5 quick-fire questions, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Firstly, YouTube or Netflix?
YouTube.
Pool or beach?
Beach.
Macca's or KFC?
KFC.
Xbox or PS4?
PS4.
And lastly, Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Oh. Everyone I've interviewed, they've said Messi, so you're the only one. Anyways, Lucas, that wraps it up for today's episode. Thank you so much for taking your time to come on the podcast today, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Harry. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.